So, Miss Candace Owens, the queen of some, the god of others, to me, she's an anti-Semitic piece of decided to somehow, and it took her like 5 minutes to get there, but we all knew it was coming because it's Candace Owens, and she's anti-Semitic. I don't care what anybody says. This is not me calling anybody who has a disagreement or criticism of Israel anti-Semitic. This is calling me an anti-Semitic. Somehow blamed the terrorist attack that happened in New Orleans on Israel. Somehow tried to make that make sense. Of course, her own fan base for once actually held her accountable and called her out for once, because we know like her fan base is a little bit culty and a little bit sheepist. Yes, the person who says that he was inspired by the Islamic State and most likely Islamic extremist with an ISIS flag on the back of his truck is somehow the fault of Israel.
15 people now confirmed, with dozens more injured. A U.S. Army veteran who had posted to social media that he was inspired by the Islamic State and wanted to.
The FBI says it doesn't believe the shooter acted alone and are focusing on a range of suspects. New Orleans officials pledging justice for the victims of Wednesday's fatal truck ramming on Bourbon Street. A U.S. Army veteran with an ISIS flag on his vehicle swerved around makeshift barriers just hours into the new year.
Well, not only was she trying to blame the New Orleans terrorist attack on Israel in a very roundabout way, but she was literally also blaming America. But she's supposed to be a conservative Republican. Who usually blames terrorist attacks on Americans? Liberals, progressives, who claim that we deserved 9/11 because we're colonizers or some shit like that. So she was trying to blame Israel and America in a roundabout way for the New Orleans terrorist attack by accusing the man of being Iranian, because we also know that a lot of Iranians are allied with Israel.
But she's not anti-Semitic and not completely and utterly obsessed with our allies and the Jewish community. Again, it's funny to me how, first of all, I've been wanting to make a video about this for a long time. There's literally Christians right now around the world being slaughtered in genocide, like actual Christians today, presently, recently, right now, 2024 to 2025. She never talks about that, which is really odd, because she likes to pretend to hide behind like, no, I just want justice for Christians and Catholics, and I just want the real history to be revealed. But right now, Christians are being slaughtered. Never talks about it, probably because she cannot circle it back and tie it to Israel. But she wants to talk about history, like the USSI or something like that, which I'm not going to get into because I don't have that much knowledge about it. But it's history. And she wants to keep bringing it up, and she wants to try to pretend to convince Americans and other Christians and Catholics that Israel are our enemies, that the Jewish community are our enemies somehow. When I don't see the uprising of Jewish people, I don't see the conversion of Jewish people going out to universities and trying to convert people. I don't see the Jewish community trying to push some sort of Sharia law into the United States. I don't see the Jewish community having terrorist attacks in America. But it's been an uprising all across Europe, UK, Germany, Sweden, everywhere, and now here in America. And it's been in America in the past, but for some reason Israel and the Jewish community is America's problem, is the enemy, is the real threat. I just find that very interesting. But somehow she circled it back around to Israel, probably because she's best friends with Andrew Tate, who also supports the Islamic State and Muslim extremists. So that's all I have to say about that. This is not about the entire Muslim community. Most Muslims are amazing, upstanding, peaceful people, but Islamic extremists are not. But anyway, you guys let me know what you guys think of this video in the comment section down below. And do you support Candace Owens' attempt to, once again, if all else fails, blame it on Israel? Or do you think she's just anti-Semitic and really reaching this time? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, bye.